Welcome to the Pilates Center of Austin. I'm going to show you how we speak about embodied flow. If you saw one of the videos that we first posted about creating a healthy fascial body, we did some different spirals and things to open up the tissues and just bring awareness. So I have with me Hope. Hi, Hope. She's our marketing director. And one thing that I want to show you today with her is how we think about going through the whole body, speaking to the whole body, even with something on the chair. So the chair, the Wonder Chair, great piece of equipment, as y'all know. It really helps with like strength and balance and core coordination, with even developing that core strength. Well, that's fantastic, but I still want to have Hope think about how she's in her whole fascial body. So go to the balls of your feet on the top of the pedal. So balls here, and then have your heels together and your toes apart. We call it a Pilates V. Now first, bring your arms out to the side and just turn your palms all the way around and then turn your palms all the way the other direction. Do it like 3 times. So what she's doing, she's just opening up her upper body channel from her fingertip to her fingertips, creating width across her clavicles and her shoulders. Very good. Now go opposites. One hand one way and the other hand the other way. So you go like exactly. Now look towards this hand and then switch as you go the other way. Perfect. And just feel that. Notice how, Hope, as you're going through that, it creates a width. There's a space. Not just you're stretching, but you're creating this like dynamic fingertip to fingertip relationship. How's that feel?
Good.
Very good. All right, one more time. Good. All right, and now bring your arms down by the chair. Pause here. All right, so I hope you just did that opening for your shoulders and your neck. Now I'm going to have you do what's called, this is basic footwork. So now you have this nice opening here. I have her slightly forward on the chair so that way she can really feel her sits bones. Can you feel your sits bones grounded on the chair? So from there, feel like you're sitting nice and tall. Inhale, press the pedal down towards the floor. And then on the exhale, float the pedal up. And just keep your hands on the side of the chair for now. Just kind of gently hug here as if you're gently pressing in. Use that feeling of pressing into the chair to widen your shoulders. And then as you're pressing the feet into the pedal, to lengthen your neck. There you go. Keep letting the pedal, keep going, let it come more and more and more and more and more. There you go. So it's a full flexion. Inhale, push it down. And then exhale as you float it up. Very good. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. So feel how your feet press down, but your spine lifts up. There you go. And then exhale as you draw. Let the knees float to the chest. Keep coming, keep exhaling. There you go. Do 1 more. Inhale. So now it's a full breath practice. Right now she's getting her full breath to create the range of motion. This is not just a leg press. It's a breath practice with leg movement. Very good. Now pause here. Go to your arches. Okay, and now let's do 3 like this. Inhale, press down. Exhale to come up. Now this time with your arms, try your arms here like you're holding a large beach ball. Inhale, press the pedal down. Exhale. So now think of this width. So gently press your elbows out into my hands, like towards my hands. There you go. And then gently press your fingertips together, but keep pressing out into my hands. There you go. So there, now she's creating this like whole energetic feeling. Good. Inhale as you go down. Perfect. Nice. And then exhale as you come up. Float the knees, stay tall. Good. And only press down as far as you can still feel your weight on the sits bones. Because there'll be a point if you go too far that you'll like feel like you're in a tip. You want to still feel like you're anchored. There you go. And now exhale, float up. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, good. Pause here. So now we're going to do exercise from there where we're going to do something called a hamstring press. So come up to standing and you're going to face the chair. So what she's going to do is you're going to do a reach your arms to the ceiling. So still thinking from this like fingertip to fingertip, whole foot reaching to the floor. Inhale, exhale, bring the arms down, dive the head, bring your hands onto the pedal and press the pedal down to the floor. And as you dive down, pressing down, think of your head heavy towards the pedal. Good. And find where do you feel like you need to balance it? Like, are you too close? Are you too far as your feet? Do you feel like you can feel your hands and your feet both weighted into the floor and chair?
I feel like I need to take a step back because my calves are very tight.
Perfect. Good. So she knew for her calves are tight and there's a little restriction in her range of motion. That's exactly what you want to look for is how can you feel more free as you're going down? Now, inhale, come up halfway. And then exhale as you go down again. Exhale, pour, head pours. Feel your ribs float. There you go. Perfect. Inhale as you come up halfway. Exhale as you pour. So now she's coming from feet grounded, hands pressing. Exhale, floats the ribs as she pours her spine. There you go. One more. Inhale as you come up. And then exhale as you press down. Dive the head, round the spine. Good. Now pause right here. Can you separate your hands just a little bit wider? Just a little bit. And now you're going to bend your elbows. Bend your elbows so the pedal comes towards you. Inhale, exhale, press the pedal down. Good. There you go. And she's still going to stay in that lift. So she's still rounded from her feet to her hips to her spine, pouring towards the pedal. She's engaged. She's lifted. She's not just falling into what the chair is doing. She's engaging her body in a way that's whole body support. One more breath there. Inhale, bend. And exhale, press. Perfect. So now we're going to start to come back up. Inhale there. On the exhale, start to float up with the pedal, but think of leading it through your tailbone dropping and your weight coming to your heels. That's great. So use the knees bent to guide your tailbone down, to lift through your front. Let your weight drop into your heels. There you go. And as you stack your spine, think tailbone down. And now straighten your legs as you stand up. There you go. Good. So what I had to do is give her a little touch cue to help her release her hips down because her back's a little tight. That's all right. That's part of this process is learning how to sense your back opening while creating frontline lift. How'd that feel?
Good.
Good.
Yes. And when I was down there, I was able to keep dropping and loosen up the back of my calf and hamstrings.
Nice. Good. I like it. All right, let's do one more thing. So we're going to do just a basic exercise, but it's one that's often a good challenge, but something that I think would be useful for teaching people how to be in their body. So I'm going to change the springs. And in case if you're wondering for those at home teachers, we do have a balanced body chair. It's a great chair. I love it. It's not a plug for them, but I do love the chair. But I did 2 low on those first exercises. Now I'm going to do, there's a three settings. I'm doing the third one down and the top one, which is going to give it a little more weight. All right, so now we're going to do one of the most popular exercises with the chair. It's called the pike. Okay, so what she's going to do is she's going to face the chair, come forward, place her hands on the chair, place one foot on top of the pedal, press the pedal down to the floor, and then stand on the pedal with both feet. Now bring your feet a little closer to each other right there. Now oftentimes in the regular teaching, in fact the way I learned it was to squeeze your heels together and engage in your thighs. Not bad, good idea. Today I'm not going to give her that focus. So I choose different focuses when we talk about embodied practice because it's a lot for some people to add all the stuff. And I'm sure you've heard it many, many times. It's too much to think about in Pilates. What we want to do is have people think body sense. Like how does body create whole body control, core coordination. So as you lean forward slightly, let your head drop, and as your weight begins to shift towards the chair, begin to round your spine as imagine there's a crane pulling your spine up towards the ceiling. So think of lifting your ribs. There you go. Exactly. Now keep coming forward towards the chair, and as you come towards the chair and your head is down, there you go. The pedal's going to come up. Now you just control the up by letting your head pour. So the pouring of her hands and the deep lift of the low belly will help you. Yeah, good idea. That's perfect. And I love the way she's listening for what her body needs. Good, nice repositioning, Hope. There you go. Yes. Very good. And the breathing is, we're going to inhale, go halfway down, exhale, come up. Exhale, come up. And find this hover. There we go. And I'm just going to cue her at her ribs and her, not so much her low belly, but more like near the belly button area to give her low belly lift. Inhale, she goes down. Exhale, as you come up. And then head pours. It's like a seesaw. The head goes down while the hips go up. And there you go. Yes. Good. How's that feeling? You okay?
Good, yes.
Good. Any questions? Try it again. But then anything that comes up for you?
Struggling a little coming up, but I think I'm switching my breathing.
Exhale when you come up, and then add this on the exhale. You want to think of your breath melt. There you go. Lifting to my hand. Leha. Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah. See there? Now you got lift. So you're looking for lift. Inhale down. Exhale. You put your attention here. Yes. There you go. See, that just came right up. That was really good. Do that one more time. Inhale down. Find this. So I think a great way for her to feel her lift. We'll check with her. But once she filled her back into my hand, her ribs floated. More here. More here. There it is. Yes. Pause it just for a second. Hold that. Hold it just a second. Let your head drop. There you go. Good. Now slowly come down. Slowly control. Very good.
I think maybe the spring weight is heavy.
Feels heavy.
Maybe
Was it hard to come up or hard?
Yes, hard
Then
to
that
come
probably.
up and then I slammed down.
Okay. Step off for a second. This is great. So let's explore this for a second. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Yeah. So if it's heavy, it's tricky on this one. On pike, it's great to look at this with clients. If it's heavy, it's going to help you with the assist because you want the weight to give you the lift.
So then it's too light.
It's probably too light. And I would say now, but I will say this. I noticed that when you were able to allow your back to spread, like you just popped out. Could you feel that control?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that we could probably play and add one more weight just to give you a little bit more support.
Okay.
But not too much because then it becomes too heavy.
Maybe I'm needing to just learn to use my control and my breathing more so than making it
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's the question. And that's the thing is I want our clients to feel like although I know the movement, I can certainly tell you what to do. I don't want this to be about me telling you what to do. I want you to be able to explore it in your body. And so I think she's absolutely correct. Like the spring felt off, so we would make an adjustment. Then try it again. So we're making it just a little heavier to give her a little more support, which means it's going to be a little heavier to push down too. There you go. But think from that same place. Like you found that hover from here. Inhale, exhale, lift from here. There you go. And lean forward. That's it. And now feel your low belly float your spine up and keep dropping your head. There you go. Yes. Yeah. Good. Yeah, that actually looks more control here. Like less like you had to force it. Inhale down. And then exhale, come up. Find the deep hover. Float the ribs. Yes. There you go, Hope. There it is. Good. And one thing that changed, and you may have seen it too, is before her foot was turning in on her right side, which means her body was trying to figure out how to get up by using her hips in some way. Now her legs are a little more relaxed, and now she's really moving from her spine. Yes. Yes, very good. I like it. All right, come on down. You want to do one more? Is that good?
I could do one more. Okay. It feels so much better. Yeah. I have control.
Great. Yes, there you go. That's it. Yeah. See how much more relaxed you are on your legs? That's important. All right, going to step off carefully. So one thing people often do, when I have like a new person trying this, oftentimes the legs try and get involved a lot because it's a flexion exercise. You're doing hip flexion, which usually means the flexors want to turn on to get you up. And I see all the time, but people just want to kind of get their butt up in the air. This is not about getting your butt up in the air. You're learning how to control it from your spine. And you did great that second time from that adjustment. It's a good idea. Anything you want to say?
It's just a big learning curve, but it's definitely possible with good teaching and listening to your own body and what you need. Yeah,
good work. High five. So we'll put out more like this. I think for a lot of you may have questions on how we speak embodied practice to people, and everybody's different. Everybody learns in different ways. So one way that we can show it is just get some bodies in here, and then you can see how I might teach somebody through some things. So stay tuned. We'll put some more out there. Thanks a lot.